Hello everybody, and just here, and welcome back to Mahoutsukai no Yome, episode 15, in which I don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't. Something with Philomela, no doubt. Right, what happened in the previous episode that would lead me to believe that? Well, the previous episode was centered around Philomela. A lot. We met Alcyon now, or Chise and Lucy met her, and Alcyon seems nice, harmless to everybody except Philomela, and even then she only uses psychic attacks implanted in her by Granny Dearest, which is just demonic, honestly. Giving your granddaughter a familiar that has pre-recorded lines of you berating her just so that she can never feel like she can actually escape. That's like another level of demonic. Honestly, holy shit. Holy shit. I want Granny dead. I'm gonna tell you that much. Sorry, an ant on my camera. Yeah, Philomela was almost getting better, right? Talking with Chise a little bit, opening up, being able to ask for things, figuring out that, hey, there are people who might actually offer me some help, who might be my friends, and then Granny recording, and Philomela is back to her old ways of essentially running away from Chise. But Chise will chase after her. She's not gonna give up a friend that easily, that's for sure. Besides the another important thing that we learned about Philomela is that she's been taught by her family, it was part of her upbringing, don't take any food, any drink, any items, anything from other people, because you cannot trust it. She can't even drink water that Lucy brought her. That's probably why she didn't want to be placed in the infirmary, because she wouldn't be able to take whatever drugs the nurse prescribed her. She wouldn't be able to possibly even take the help, right? So it all kind of makes sense, kind of falls into place. We also know that Philomela is very averse to killing, to destroying. That's why she's in this state, because she destroyed someone's familiar and that had a big bad effect on her, and that's probably also why she is a black sheep of the Sergeant family. What else happened with Philomela? I think that's about it that happened with Philomela. Besides that, we also got a little bit of backstory on Isaac and Rian, how they know each other way from back when, from childhood. We also know that Lucy knows the motto of don't trust anybody, because she probably also comes from a very similar family with a very similar credo. What else did we learn about any of those characters? I think that's about it. Another big... Oh, right, we got some backstory on the werewolves, on the one last remaining werewolf, how they were forced to do the bidding of Grandma, because Grandma is keeping their cubs, their pups, hostage, and they would rather, cooperate than risk the lives of their cubs, which makes perfect sense why they are doing that. So I hope that by killing Granny, they can also be freed, and perhaps can befriend Chise. Why not? We met another werewolf, the dude who is not listed on the list of characters here yet, but he's going around the place with Marielle looking for the book. They enlisted help of a shady individual, Candyman essentially, who lent them some bees, and those bees figured where the tome is, where the Cartaphilus testament resides, and it is still within the academy. Yeah, In whose hands? That's the question. It's either in the Waste Tower or Philomela has it. Alternatively, Veronica. Veronica is also very sus. On one hand, she is sus, on the other, she isn't, but because she sometimes is just not suspicious, that makes her even more suspicious, if that makes any sense. So, cool stuff happening, a lot of mystery, a lot of questions, a little bit of answers. Good shit. I can't wait for Philomela to finally make some potpourris with Chise and Lucy, probably as well. I was hopeful that they're gonna become friends by the end of the first core, but no, can't be that easy. We're gonna have to struggle a little bit more, and we're probably gonna have to get rid of Granny to finally free Philomela from the family and to finally give Chise a brand new friend. Right? Right. In today's episode, I have no fucking clue what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't have, I mean, we have an overarching plot, but we don't have anything that would be serve as a continuation from the previous episode to. We do, actually. Was it Violet? I think it was Violet. One of the St. George twins was woken up by a hand in a glove and a vision of something. So that's another spooky, weird thing happening. It wasn't the Cartaphilus testament, I don't think. It was something else entirely. What was it? I don't know. Maybe we'll learn about it. Maybe we won't. We probably will eventually. So I think that does it for the intro. How about we just start watching this episode, right? To do that, you will of course need your subs to follow along with me. I'm going to need my sound to hear what's going on in the show. And I'm also going to have to ask you guys for your support. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon or YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word. It costs you nothing and helps a lot. And with all of that out of the way, we can start watching episode 15 of Ancient Magus Bride Season 2 in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, and also it can't be... Of course. Of course. He doesn't. He's just a normal human. He just uses it normally. Okay, so he's gonna stick around. Lucy? Oh, who? Another victim of Cartaphilus? Or something unrelated? Something related to the St. George twins? Or, well, one of them. Do I have any painkiller? I do have painkillers. I don't know, my head started to hurt. Probably because it's the third episode I'm recording today, and I never record this much. And probably weather as well. And the fact that it's super fucking hot inside, 26 degrees. And I didn't sleep well today. Yeah, I woke up after 4 hours of sleep. Then after 4 hours of tossing and turning, I managed to fall asleep again. And then I slept another 5 hours. So, as you can imagine, not the best sleep. That's also why I didn't post anything on Sunday, because I was just asleep pretty much the whole Sunday. Right, they are studying. Needs must when the devil drives. Another two-parter, it seems, because it's part 1. Chise? Lucy? Isaac, okay. Right, Chise would probably know nothing about this sorcerer history. Yeah, friends, right? Socializing. How unusual is that for her? That's a great looking CG tree. No signal, yeah. I mean, fair. Picnic? What are those? Quidditch? Chise can probably ask the spirit of wood to solve it for her. Right, since the whole area is sealed away, does Chise have any neighbors to ask for help, I wonder? Chise? Okay. Cut. Yeah. I mean, that is fair. Okay. Good to know. Just in case, I'm gonna leave half of my skull with you. No biggie. Oh? Wanna listen to some? Ah, okay. Not yet, next time. He is setting some death flags. I don't like it. Whenever you mention next time, the probability of a next time happening is inversely proportional to the amount of times you mention that there's going to be a next time, is what I'm trying to say. Black metal. How's Chise doing? Okay, I fully expected Chise to either be first or last. Ah, right. Just ask the sphere to open. That's it. Oh, she forced it open. Yeah, that was quick. Hello, you shady individual, you. Join us. Yeah? An order is an order. What? He wants to play his friend? I mean, the game is probably gonna be alright. Beyond that, who's to say? Where did Elias go? What am I seeing? Flashbacks? Flashbacks. They're not showing his face. It really seems like he's the werewolf who's with Marielle right now. Why? Are you vampires? Do you not show in photos? Or are you living in secrecy and you can't let out the information that you exist? Is Philomela a vampire? Sup? Okay, that's an interesting matchup. I mean, I have my suspicions, but probably not. The intricacies of being a monster. Maybe you are. Okay, so is Elias legit an artificial fairy? But like perfected so he has free will? There's some connection between you, isn't there? Oh. Okay, I thought they managed to do it like within a second of each other. Another memory. Okay. Hmm. What's up with you, Veronica? I mean, yeah, that's clear. You didn't kill anybody. Why are you feeling unwell? Okay, you go after her, Chise. And you go after Chise, Lucy. Relatives, okay. Curious. Is the same thing happening to her as to Philo? She's been brainwashed. Yeah. Fair. And Zoe's standing there being like, what the fuck's going on? Kinda, sorta. Dry crying. Hmm. Yeah, the same kind of pain. In the mirror. Hmm. Right, because Granny said, you don't need to win. Spot on, Chise. Okay, we still have like 6 minutes left or so. That's good. Don't run. Philo. Chise, go after her. No? Okay, I guess that's fine as well. But the curse it put on you is the same. Or similar at least. Mm-hmm. What's going on? Hmm. Oh, that wasn't Granny. That was someone else with a staff, I think. Or just a shadow. Oh, those are screws in her head. Did you experiment on the puppers, Granny? Rain. Perfect time for a tragedy to occur. Right, we are in the under a sphere, half sphere barrier kind of thing, so yeah. The weather might be different. The neighbors need to eat, after all. Pumpkin pie. Honey and mustard pumpkin. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I actually commented about it in the previous episode how we don't really see them hang around together often nowadays. Hmm. Neighbors. Yeah, we know that. Neighbors. The evil kind. Okay, curious. So I guess Violet can maybe become a mage since he can see neighbors. Or can see ghosts, so it would stand reason that he can see neighbors as well. Like, for example, whomst. Oh, well, shit. Yeah, I don't think that's flu. I don't think that's flu. Either Carnamagos is doing a funny, or I don't know, man. Hmm. Interesting. Every episode just cranks up the mystery factor, doesn't it? But I like that we know that there is an answer, you know? It's not just a mystery for the sake of mystery and, oh, maybe there's gonna be a reveal one day. But no, we know that there is a cause, there is an answer to all of it. Which is cool. Which is very cool. And after credits... No. Spoilers. You gonna do some stargazing or something? Maybe. What we are going to do, though, is watch this episode again. As we always do, of course. Congrats on being discharged. I really thought that this is going to be where Jasmine and Violet arrive. Before we saw their heads, right? I thought it's Jasmine and Violet, because we know that Jasmine got something done to her in her sleep by someone with a glove. I'm gonna have to pay attention to the hands of people here. Who's wearing gloves? But no, it's not her. It's some completely unknown, unrelated characters. Curious. Studying. Nutrition calculations for cooking class. Sewing. I guess they learn a lot of different things, not just magic, but also cooking, sewing, just, you know, in general, being life in general. That's cool. Schools really don't teach that nowadays, do they? I remember when I was in high school, we were taught how to do our taxes. And when I was in primary school, we were taught some basic, like, technical drawing. And did we even make something like a bird feeder? I don't think we did. I don't think we ever cooked either. No, we didn't. In high school, we had lessons of CPR, shooting, stuff like that. General survival in the time of crisis, you could say. It was called PO, which stands for Przygotowanie Obywatelskie, I believe, which translates to civil preparation or something like that. It's supposed to prepare a civilian for things. So it's cool that they learn sewing and cooking and stuff like that. We really should teach nutrition at schools. We really, really, really should. I think technically, at least in Poland, it's supposed to be a part of PE, but in reality, PE is doing squats and playing ball game, and that's basically it. Yeah, first time Chise hangs out with this many friends. She does have a singular friend, but not this many. Never had this many. Magic balls. You lock them with magic, and then you figure out how to unlock them with magic. Seems like a nice game. Elias being his overprotective self, of course. He's really raising a lot of flags. Simeon, right? Oh, I have this, which sends a notification, which means it's not going to send a notification at the crucial moment. Oh, next time we meet, I want to show you some music, which again raises a flag because he's making plans for the future. But I hope he survives. Elias needs a friend who isn't Chise. Chise doesn't seem to listen to music. Do you even have anything that plays music at home? At your cottage? I don't know, even a gramophone? If you don't listen to music, Elias, then you probably don't have any I don't know, vinyls or CDs or tapes or anything with music, so how can Chise listen to music that isn't there? Never complains about anything. Yeah, that's just how she is. Zoe being dead the last, because it's his first time. And Chise, of course, forced it open, because she's strong like that. Chise with black hair really looks weird. Black hair really clashes with her eyes. And with the hairstyle, I don't know. It just looks so freaking weird. Not gonna last long though. Veronica. Veronica and the Atwood twins. And Philo in the background, of course. I still have absolutely no read on Veronica. I still have no fucking clue what's her deal. Does she want good for Philomela? Does she want bad for Philomela? Is she taking sadistic pleasure from ordering Philomela around? Does she use the fact that she can order Philomela around to get Philomela out of her comfort zone? And, oh, I know Philomela won't go out there and play with Rian because of the brainwashing, so I'm gonna order her to play with Rian so that she can at least experience it. I know. She, like, never tried to stop anybody from helping Philomela. She didn't, I know, try to stop Chise, saying, oh, don't worry, Philomela is like that sometimes. When she's like that, she likes to be alone, don't go after her, right? She's not doing anything of that, anything of the sort. Which kind of leads me to believe that she might actually be a genuinely good character. But I don't know. I don't have a confirmation either way. She's so mysterious. And Alcyon and her memories. She's a recording device, basically, it seems, created by the Master, who is an unknown person. We haven't been on a picnic in a while. We can have cameras or albums of photos on us. Is it because you're hiding from the world, or is it because you physically cannot exist in photos? Because those two are very different, and either is very much probable. Are they hiding from Granny or something? I know. Elias found a nice partner for talking. Interesting that Alcyon first thought she had in her head is that, hey, he's just like me. Which really lends credence to my thought that Elias might actually be an artificial creation. Perhaps created better than Alcyon was. Perhaps had the time to evolve, to grow, to develop, wasn't limited like the way Alcyon is. I don't know. We are created to serve those who summon us. I could ignore her, but I keep replying, another friend. Basically, I hope Elias and Alcyon become friends. Would be fun, would be nice to see. They could have like play dates, right? Elias spending time with Alcyon, and at the same time Chise spends time with Philomela. Double date, essentially. That would be fun. I still don't know how. Yeah. Notice the usage of still means she has the ability to grow. So maybe if she were to live for hundreds of years, just like Elias, she would eventually grow to his form, power, whatever you want to call it. I wonder if the mask might be a limiter or something. Oh, I bumped my mic, sorry. Actually, fuck it, I'm gonna note it down. Where are you? Where are you, Magus Bride? There you are. Alcyon's mask is some sort of a limiter. Possible, probable. And the memories of how carefree we used to be, how the times were, and then Granny beat me down. You've no need to win at any games. You've no need to win, and you cannot lose. Just complete fucking mindfuck in Philomela's head is what was created. Contradictory orders, contradictory teachings. She's just broken. She's not even brainwashed into any sort of singular thing like I must win, I must win, I must win, or I cannot win, I cannot win, I cannot win, right? Her mind is just broken. It's not even brainwashing. It really seems to me like Granny perhaps legit wanted to destroy this family and its legacy. Killed the mother, killed the father, broke the child mentally, and took over the family business. Yeah, that seems probable. Rian won. Yeah, I never win. You went easy on me. What the fuck's wrong with you? Meanwhile, Veronica is observing with this creepy, mysterious smile. Again, it could be either, oh, Philomela, you're so amusing, I always get such a guffaw out of you, kind of a smile, or it could be, oh, yes, one of her friends approached her, I was correct to facilitate this exchange. Maybe now Philomela will change, maybe now it will be an impulse for her to get better. It could be either. I just can't get a read on her. It's amazing. Usually I like to believe that I'm a fairly good judge of character as far as characters in anime go. I have no fucking clue what's Veronica's deal there. For all I know, she could have the Carnamagus Testament. Honestly. For all I know, she could be an undercover Philomela's mother. Actually, both of those theories are crack theory enough that I might as well note them down on the off chance. On the off chance. Veronica is Philo's mother or in possession of Carnamagus Testament. I don't know, man. Isaac runs after Rian and Zoe joins them for some reason, and meanwhile, Chise runs after Philo. Veronica seems genuinely concerned here, which really leads me to believe that she's a good person, she's a good character. She's not like, oh yes, Philomela's suffering, my favorite slurp slurp, I love her tears. She's genuinely concerned and even like shocked. What happened? You never had this sort of a reaction to anything but killing and destroying, I know that, but what's going on with you, Philomela? Wait, where are you going? Right? I'm worried about you. This is her expression right now. And of course, Chise chases after Philomela, and of course, Lucy chases after Chise. And Jasmine feels ill. Why doesn't she try to win? It's probably the only way she could survive, yeah. And Isaac would know something about surviving, wouldn't he? From what we've seen, he also covered his ears, covered his head, cowered somewhere in the corner to survive. So he knows what it means to be a survivor. Why do you think she needs to be that way? Yeah, it's not like she's that way because she wants to be that way. She needs to be that way. She needs to not stand out, right? The, what's the saying? The nail that sticks out gets the hammer, right? So she doesn't stick out. She's not the best, she's not the worst, because either gives her attention. Try giving it some thought, yeah. At least I'm not arrogant. I don't think it's good to act that way towards girls or friends. I mean, you're not incorrect, Zoe. And of course, Chise would know this pain. These eyes don't cry. There is immense sadness behind them, there's immense grief, there's immense pain, but the tears, they just don't flow. They just don't. I'm glad that Philomela opens up a little bit to Chise, at least. Now, I'm not allowed to win, yet I'm not allowed to lose either. I'm an embarrassment no matter what I do, etc, etc, etc. Chise figured it out perfectly. Because that's what your grandmother said to you. And what did you want to do? In the past, back there, right now, what do you want to do? I'm glad that Chise figured it out, and I'm glad that Philomela opened up a little bit, because it really gives Chise the ability to fix her. She can fix her. Absolutely. It's gonna take time. Let's not forget how long it took for Chise to stop being a empty husk of a human being. Right? She was very much still behaving that way well into season 2. So it's gonna take time with Philomela as well. I have absolutely no doubt. Our origin circumstances are different, but we are similar. Same way those around me have told me that I'm free. I now need to say that's the same to her. The way I was freed by Elias and the other friends that I had, that I have, the same way I need to free Philomela. And I hope you do. I hope you do, Chise. We're being assembled. What for, though? Here comes Jasmine, feeling sick. And the werewolf. This heal quickly. I left you with a minimal sense of self, so you'd keep yourself out of trouble. Yeah, those are screws. Are those like electrodes for... I don't know... cleaning the brain contents with electricity? Or is it that her head was cut open, brain was taken out, Granny poured bleach over it, placed it back, and just screwed the plate back in place? Or what's the deal? The werewolves are certainly tragic characters here. It should be about time now for the pups to be ready somehow. We still don't know what's the deal with the pups. But something is the deal with them. Experiments, probably. And yeah, what's this thing? Granny's familiar, probably. Isaac is cold, of course, towards Rian. Pumpkins. And a lot of ghosts. Curiously, Violet can see them. If you're really serious about learning magic, you should find another master. Becoming a mage versus sorcerer are two different paths. Yeah. I wonder, would be interesting if we got another mage Chise's age. Sure, sorcerer friends are fine and all, right? But Chise can't exactly discuss the intricacies of interacting with the neighbors and stuff like that with sorcerers. They might have like textbook knowledge of it, but they haven't used it, haven't lived it, haven't used magic. Having another mage would be beneficial to Chise, I'd like to think. And with how Violet can see ghosts and apparitions, He has predispositions to be a mage, I would say. Kimodameshi. Students will wander around school at night without supervision, for example. Yeah, the test of courage, I think it's usually translated to English. Violet is super bored, wanna do something fun together. Probably test of courage. That would be my bet. That's why they are assembled in a courtyard at night. And they're gonna see something they shouldn't have. Is that it? The entire school is falling ill, it would seem. Shit. Yeah, this is absolutely test of courage. Chise is probably gonna go with Philomela, isn't she? Yep. During test of courage, students get in trouble or see something they shouldn't have. Which students is it gonna be? I know, probably Chise and Philomela. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Alright. Good episode. Not that much happened, like, action-wise, quality-wise, quantity-wise. Because quality-wise, we got a lot. This episode revealed to Chise, like, straight up. She probably had her own thoughts about what's Philomela's deal. She probably felt the same kind of pain. But now she has pretty much a direct confirmation about what Philomela's problems are, and she knows how she herself was helped, so she has more or less of an idea how to help Philomela. So that's good. Rian is probably also going to change his approach a little bit after that talk with Zoe and Isaac. We have some death flags set up for Simeon. We know more details about Philomela's life, about Rian's life, about their life together as friends back in the days. We have another mysterious thing going through the college, which I believe might be connected to the Cartaphilus testament, but doesn't necessarily have to be. We know more about the werewolves, and we are slowly but surely introducing all those other, like, secondary, tertiary characters. So far it was just Chise, Philomela, Lucy, Rian, Isaac, and Zoe. Now we are introducing the St. George twins. Veronica is being a little bit more present. We finally saw all the other students, Kevin, Sophia, Beatrice, Lazarus, Martin, Atwood twins, Roy, right? I still don't know where exactly it's going. I know the general direction. And I know kind of a few checkpoints, right? We need to fix Philomela. We need to fix Philomela's relationship with Rian. We need to find the Cartaphilus testament. We need to deal with Granny's nefarious plans. It would be nice if we were to save the werewolves somehow. We need to figure out what's Veronica's deal, although that's mostly like on me. I need to figure that out. The characters in the show don't really have any thoughts about her, negative or positive. I know the general direction, but I don't know the path we're gonna take. Curious. Yeah, I'm gonna be, well, I don't need to wait for more. I'm behind on on this show. So I could just as well just watch it right now. But as I said, this is the third episode I'm recording today, and I'm getting tired. So maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. We shall see about that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. So now, you guys, you tell me down in the comments below, what did you think of this episode, of my reaction, my theories, stuff like that. No spoilers, please. Spoilers can go to the Discord, also in the description, it's linked. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel to be notified of future videos, not only Ancient Magus Bride, but also Magia Record, Helk, Shangri-La Frontier, Shy, Shield Hero, Sahet and the Paladin, plenty of others coming in the future. Click the bell, because I also stream sometimes, and you might want to get notified. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon, linked down below, where for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Magia Record, and for just $1 you get a role on the Discord and a place in the credits. You can also support me directly on YouTube via memberships, super thanks, stuff like that. And if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, you don't have to. Share my content, spread the word. It costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel a lot. And now, with all of that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB Without, Netic, Survivor, Zayrainer, Akamancer, David, Dr. Watt, Marshukel, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them without having to unlock any wooden balls.